Okay.
And then I'll chuck my weight
Do you know,
on top.
I feel trashed. Having been in lockdown for so long, and now
You just started.
I know, and I just did the warm-up weight of 30 kgs. Oh, this is gonna be a hard workout. Okay, so we tried out this new gym. It's like a 4-minute walk away, which is fantastic. No public transport, no car needed. Easiest thing in the world. I thought it was great. I thought it was better than any of the gyms that I've ever been to before, to be honest. It had a free weights powerlifting section on the bottom.
Like a functional area.
Functional area.
With a rig.
With a rig.
That had all sorts of
They had all sorts of cool.
What are you?
Because I have no idea what I'm saying, so I'm just copying you. Sorry. Functional area.
It had all sorts of cool, like, different pull-up attachments and like rock climbing holds and that sort of thing, as well as battle ropes and some cables and stuff. And then it had like a proper half rack and a nice decent bench and bumper plates.
Yeah.
That was the whole bottom floor, and nobody was there.
Nobody was there. We had it to ourselves. It was fantastic. Brilliant. So we're hoping that, and that was at peak hour. That was like 6 o'clock. So I'm assuming that has a good vote of confidence for any time of the day. We'll have it to ourselves. We'll just be the functional training people. We literally signed up for the gym for that area. But they've also got like a machines area.
Yeah, and then they've got like the rest of the standard gym, which is kind of like a small city fitness, anytime fitness, 24-hour gym feel with machines and...
Without it being 24 hour.
Without it being 24 hour. Smith machine and some other basic, like a basic squat rack and stuff.
Yeah.
And a huge stretch area with all sorts of weird, like, frames.
They had stretching machines, didn't they? Like machines that help you stretch.
Frames, like padded frames that you could do specific stretches on and stuff.
Never heard of that
Pretty
before.
extensive.
Very extensive.
And then like a giant motorized foam roller, which you could get a video of because it was
hilarious.
A sight to behold. Kind of sat on it. It was like this giant.
It was like those things at the playgrounds. You know those playgrounds where you can run on the
giant textured barrel that just stand and you just like sat on it and put your arms on it.
Which, to be honest, I feel like we judged the person on it after having done Luke's study, because his whole honours was on foam rolling and whether or not it's actually effective.
Yeah.
And this guy
I wouldn't invest a whole machine in it.
No.
It has its place, but maybe not an entire motorized machine.
No. But it was interesting. And if it has the placebo effect, it makes him feel good.
Yeah, well,
that's all that matters.
It feels good.
Yeah.
It's good to feel good.
And then they had the typical cardio area. I was shocked. There seemed like there weren't that many bikes. Lots of treadmills. There's always lots of treadmills. I don't understand that. I feel like go for a run outside. Sorry.
Don't join it.
I know it's -4 degrees, so maybe I shouldn't complain. But
the temperature in there was pretty good though.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, because most of the inside, like shops and stuff here, are ridiculously hot inside. But
but they probably can't heat it too much because you're working out, so they expect your temperature to rise.
The gym was actually a good temperature.
Yeah. Actually, I think one of the good parts about the functional training area was that you could actually like plug in your own phone for music.
Yeah.
Which meant you didn't have to listen to.
They didn't have the main sound system downstairs, so you just had like an aux cable and hooked up to the speakers, which I was probably happier with than listening to whatever playlist they've got.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got lots of add-ons. That's the one thing about Germany, that the German gyms, at least, that's quite different to New Zealand, is they've got all the add-ons of like, there's a juice bar.
And like automatic juice dispensers, and you like tag in with your key tag, or you can have like a coffee subscription, or there's like an extra machines area where they're all computerized, so it like memorizes your program and then I think automatically loads the plates for you somehow. Yeah,
so there's like the base rate of the membership, and then you just add on to it depending on what, and that's not just for this gym, like it's a common thing in gymming. A lot of the other gyms we were looking
lots
at
of them
have
have
the same
coffee
thing.
subscriptions, or you add on classes, or you add on the sauna, or add on stuff. So
yeah, we just got the base rate. I feel like we're very
quite happy with the functional area. So I assume
well, actually, our membership is purely just for the.
I assume the video will go up for this, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty extensive considering it's just like the kind of equivalent of a 24-hour gym here.
Yeah.
That bottom area was definitely pretty standout.
Yeah, pretty stoked. And the quality of the machines was really good. I feel like I'm used to going to like real old gyms in New Zealand that haven't updated their machines in like 20 years. No, not 20 years, but a long time. And so the machine's really worn out and like half the functions don't work. But this was all pretty new stuff.
And they had like a couple of each thing, like it wasn't a huge gym, but they still had like a couple of assisted pull-up machines and and maybe two different versions of each sort of machine. So they fit quite a lot in for a small gym. Yeah,
it was pretty good. For the convenience of having a 4-minute walk. Which means, because we were tossing up whether or not I get a membership at the university gym, but I'm only going in maybe 2 times a week while we're living here because it's such a long distance to get there. And like, I then didn't want to go to a gym in the middle of Stuttgart because
it's like a 20-minute train.
Yeah.
Or even in the next suburb, we'd have to jump on a train.
Yeah.
And even if the gym, was good or whatever, you're then paying, a few dollars on the train each way, which isn't heaps, but it's enough to make a difference, and this kind of had everything.
Yeah, and it means that like if I do go into Tübingen, I still have like the option to go to the gym because it's not very far. It means that like it's not like I have to take 2 big trips a day. It's only because we don't have a car.
Come home and go to the gym.
Yeah. So pretty happy.
It was really cool.
Really happy. Signed up straight away.
Pleasantly surprised.
It's actually a momentous occasion because it's Luke's first gym membership that he's ever paid for.
First paid gym membership.
No, I lie. You had no, you didn't even have City Fitness. So back in New Zealand, there's a company called City Fitness where if you pay for the most expensive,
like the premium membership,
which is like $10, like it's not even that much, is it? Was it $15?
Yeah, the black card membership was $15.
The black card membership, but it meant that somebody could take your key tag, like a family member, or they could enter with you.
You could like bring a guest.
Yeah, you're explaining it much better than me.
That's right.
And so I paid for the membership, and I wanted the black membership anyway because it meant that it came with the classes, and I wasn't very good at gymming back then. So I got the black membership, and so he didn't even pay for membership. So
I was just your guest.
You were just my guest, or my family member that took my card.
And I've done a bucket load of trial memberships. Or 3 weeks or 3 months at places.
Because you've now done Anytime Fitness, City Fitness,
Les Mills.
You did a trial at Snap for like the mystery shopping
I think I've done a week trial at Snap before as well.
Week trial. And you got on my Jets thing when we were down in Wellington. So he's literally
pretty much all the chain gyms.
And then everywhere that you worked, like the CrossFit gym.
Yeah, and then I worked at some CrossFit gyms and Anytime Fitness and This Workout.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so but I've never paid for any of them because I've either got in on a free membership or I've worked there. So
this is a momentous occasion.
Gym contract I've ever had for anywhere.
How do you feel? Do you feel cheated for that sign-up fee?
I do. I do. I feel.
We watched this. Was it TikTok that?
No, it was. I think it was called Honest. Honest
reviews or something like that.
Oh, Honest ads or Honest something. Anyway,
it's a YouTube channel.
And they pretty much made this joke about the startup fee being something they add just so that they can take away for promotional purposes.
Which, to be fair, they had taken it away apart from the fact that they'd only taken it away for the 12-month contract. And we're only here
That's
for 6
the other
months.
thing, the contracts here are really long. Like in New Zealand, it's like a month, 6 months, or a year.
Yeah.
But here it's like a year, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
And they did have like a non-advertised 6-month option, which is what we've got because we're only here for 6 months. But obviously it was at a slightly higher rate, and they didn't waive the joining fee as part of the current promotion.
Yeah.
So paid a joining fee.
Slightly disappointed about that.
Yeah,
I thought that it shouldn't have mattered because it's still a contract. It's still like we're booked in for 6 months.
Yeah.
But there's no Christmas spirit there.
No.
Very unfortunate.
So paid my joining fee, paid my access card fee, and
yeah. Anyway, first experience of a gym.
It was very weird being on the other side of the counter and having somebody sign you up and ask you questions
all
you
the
don't
questions.
really want to
Actually, we got asked.
That was a terrible question.
So there's this questionnaire of like before you start, you go through this questionnaire of like,
it's kind of
what are your goals?
Just like,
and
it's like a little goal setting form with the intake form, which is interesting because that normally happens afterwards.
Yeah, like when you're actually signing up, or like after your anyway. So this was before our trial, and one of
it was pretty much like if you
when you look in the mirror.
Yeah, which part of your body do you feel like needs the most work, or like?
Which I feel like for general population.
Paraphrase, which part of yourself do you hate the most? Like, it was just a terrible question to ask people coming into it.
Yeah. And I feel like we've been in the fitness industry for a long time. You have worked in it. I've been exposed to it through you. And I feel like why would you ask that?
It's just an awful question. If they were like, what's the main area you feel like you need to work on, and you could answer a body part, or you could answer,
like
motivation
or cardio, or like just setting a routine.
It was actually phrased, when you look in a mirror, which part needs the most work?
Oh my gosh, bit shocked about that.
Odd question, especially on an intake form.
Clearly not as PC as it is in New Zealand.
It's a bit more straight down the middle.
Yeah. But anyway, aside from that one question, pretty happy with it.
It was a good gym. Yeah. And I assume there's going to be some footage going up of the inside of the gym.
Yeah. Mostly the functional training area. I felt very...
Because there was no one there, so it wasn't me filming it.
Yeah.
But it was very cool. Like, I'd be quite happy if it was more or less just that area.
Yeah, pretty happy. I mean, even like the battle ropes and all the cables, and it's stuff that even I would use. Like, I don't really... In
that area, it wasn't just CrossFit stuff.
Yeah, because I don't know, I feel like...
and then competition kettlebells, like full proper...
Yeah.
Not the kind of standard fitness where the size varies with the weight, like proper competition kettlebells, which you normally only really get in a CrossFit gym or something. Like, you wouldn't normally get that in a commercial gym.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the bars were really good quality. All of the plates were really good quality. You'll see in the video. Luke decided to reorder.
It was a mess.
It was a mess.
They're toaster racks, which is where all the plates are standing up, like in a rack vertically, not on like pegs. They were just all misordered. And I feel like after working in gyms, I can't leave it like that. So I reordered it in a way that was sensible, and put whatever plates didn't fit properly somewhere else, and then you're very happy. Training in a tidy space and then leaving it tidy when I left.
Yeah.
Get a free membership.
Huh? It was a good way for him to use his rest times while I was exercising. Productive rest. It was also next door to another gym, which I've never seen before. I've never seen two gyms next door to each other.
Back to back, and it was like a 3 or 4 story building, and they both had multiple floors. The other gym seemed more like almost like a YMCA feel. Yeah. Whereas like a bit more of a community gym, big class space. They seemed like
older equipment.
Well, they seemed like they had equipment, but it was it was much older. Pricing was more or less similar. We didn't even check it out inside, just from photos. No. But to be honest, this
Didn't you say it was a bit more expensive though?
It was the same price for their 12-month contract as it was for our 6-month contract.
But the 12-month contract at our place was cheaper, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if they have a 6-month version, which might be the same. Anyway, it was more or less the same. But we were happy with the place that we were at, so we might as well. There's no point checking out next door. Yeah. But it is crazy having 2 gyms right next to each other and both a few hundred meters from home. It was golf going on. All the grass was like, it was only 9 o'clock.
No, it's 9 p.m.
9 o'clock, all the grass was like really
fully
crunchy, but not just like frost, like ice crystals, not just like kind of, slightly frosty, like it was, the grass was frozen. Yeah.
We can stop rambling. Just thought I'd capture our experiences of our first German gym.
You've got somewhere to sleep, got a gym. We just need to find our coffee house next. Which
I'm severely disappointed that there's like no coffee houses in the area. I would have thought.
I think there is a short walk, but we're kind of in a it's like some apartments and some industrial. Yeah. So it's not like in the middle of the suburbs or anything. No. And we're not next to the big shopping complexes. About a 20-minute walk or like
or
half hour walk.
Which actually isn't bad.
Which isn't
like
bad.
I really shouldn't complain.
There's supposed to be a cafe in the bottom of our building actually, but it's closed at the moment because of COVID. I assume
there's also supposed to be a fitness area in the bottom of our
little mini gym.
But that's also closed because of COVID, which we don't understand because normal gyms are open. Again, don't know what's happening, but not going to complain.
I think it's because they'd have to enforce social distancing and it's unstaffed, so they can't, or I don't know, something like that.
Plus, it didn't look like it had free weights anyway, so we'd have been joining a gym anyway.
Yeah, but it just would have been cool to have something in the building just if you wanted to have a pool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to end up buying a yoga mat for here, just so that I can stretch in the evening, because I don't want to have to walk all the way there to the gym.
Just have a stretch.
Just have a stretch.
But the carpet here is no underlay. It's very
It feels like concrete.
It is on concrete. It's
it is concrete, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like commercial carpet, so the carpet's not exactly soft. So
yeah, gotta get that yoga mat finally. Anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. There was lots of first round deadlifting for the first time since August. Because New Zealand was in lockdown. So, Auckland was in lockdown. The rest of New Zealand could go to the gym. But we've been in lockdown since August. So we haven't had a proper gym. I mean, we had one gym session before we left because lockdown got lifted just before we left. But it was good to be back. It was really good to be back. I think it's definitely going to help with the whole feeling like we're getting into a good routine again.
Yeah,
and Luke's working entirely from home, so having somewhere to go.
An outing. And somewhere to meet people.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm just going to sit at home online and talk to people in New Zealand.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. There'll be definitely more exercise videos coming up, probably slotted into normal vlogs rather than their own dedicated thing. But I feel like each time we try out some new big momentous thing like a gym, I feel like it's important enough to warrant its own video. Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Have a good week.
Choose.
That was such a Kiwi choose.
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 Ciao. Everyone says ciao here.
Ciao.
Anyway.
Ciao.
Ciao. Choose.